Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Rescue Bots podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
Roll to the rescue, I'm David.
Or rather, should I say I'm Flob.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess having an F followed by a J, so I'd be like Fien, and then I'm Swedish or Icelandic.
Yeah, I think I ordered one of those from IKEA once.
Yes.
So yes, today we are looking at the 4th episode of Rescue Bots, Flobsters on Parade. That's a title. That is a title indeed.
Yes.
This first aired March 3rd, 2012, written by Brian Holefield, who is one of the co-creators of the show. And he has done a ton of TV for sort of younger kids. He did a lot of Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, so this goes back to what I was saying before about there being...
Which Winnie the Pooh?
Some people who just, specialize in doing early childhood development-based shows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing not the Winnie the Pooh from when I was a kid.
No, this is looks like this started around the early 2000s. He wrote Piglet's Big Movie and Pooh's Heffalump movie.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen those, but I've heard of them.
And he's
Did the Heffalump one get a theatrical release?
The two of those got theatrical releases. I heard they actually had very nice animation.
Nice.
Oh. And I think they're hand-drawn animation.
Yeah. Not CG.
No.
Because CG is cold and unfeeling.
I mean, it can be done well, but I don't know if it really suits Winnie the Pooh. It's a very analog kind of show.
Yeah. Anyway.
But he's also written for My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and Stretch Armstrong and the Flex Fighters.
Oh.
I forgot about that show.
2 people watched.
It's on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
Is that Hasbro now? Do they own Stretch Armstrong?
Yes?
I was going to say Netflix is not Hasbro, but...
The license of Stretch Armstrong.
I'm pretty sure.
So. Yeah.
Yes, produced by Hasbro Studios.
Yes. Hasbro's just going to devour everything, and Mattel is just going to not even keep up.
Because they didn't used to own Stretch Armstrong.
Right. Stretch Armstrong was one of those, was it Whammo? Or it was
apparently it was originally by Kenner, but then I remember in the 90s it was by Cap Toys.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, was Cap Toys. It's like Super Soaker, how they just bought them, even though they were originally some little independent toy company.
Mm-hmm.
And which I think Mattel tried to do with MGA at some point and failed.
Yes,
you cannot have the brats.
I remember specifically he had a dog named Fetch Armstrong and a villainous brother named Wretch Armstrong.
Oh, have I seen that? Oh,
this hurts me. This pains me deeply. I cannot.
And there are going to be more puns in this episode.
Oh, there are indeed.
Yes.
Anyway, I assume that this is, there was an attempt to tie this into the larger Hasbro verse. At some point.
Yeah, probably. And it failed.
Anyway, fun fact about Brian Holefield, he's also in this episode.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll get to him in a bit. But
okay.
Yeah, so it is time for the big festival on the Griffin Rock calendar, the Lobster and Technology Festival.
Love it so much.
I also love that there's a logo that has a lobster inside an atom.
Yes.
Yes, atomic lobster logo. It's a good logo. Although, there are local festivals around here, but they're apples and pumpkins and things. But this is Maine, so you get lobsters and stuff. But, like, usually they don't combine the title with anything else around here. Usually it's like an apple fest that just has, like, there's a farmer's market and a flea market and whatever. But combining it with technology, I mean, it makes sense for this wacky little island, but it is odd.
I love it.
I assume, maybe this goes back to, Pilgrim times, and, they were showing off their newest butter churns and such, along with the lobster.
The Cotton Gin famously made its debut at the Lobster and Technology Festival.
Like the title, like you think it'd be like Lobsters in Log Cabins or something. Or at least if it's more contemporary, Lobsters in Lab Coats. That way you could have a little mascot of a lobster in a lab coat.
Maybe they'll have that, like, later. But yes.
Well, there is apparently some debate amongst the citizenry as to whether the lobster or the technology is preferable, or is the more important component of the festival.
And this is also a debate between our two child protagonists here.
Yes. Cody is Team Lobster, Frankie is Team Technology.
Yes.
Which, I mean, I'm solidly Team Lobster because I love shellfish, but also it's like, it's for the festival. Like, the town is technology obsessed year round.
Yeah, we're always doing technology stuff, but we're not always eating lobster.
I mean, they're probably always low-key eating lobster.
Well, this is Maine, I suppose.
Yes. So yeah, they're hanging out by the big, like, above ground swimming pool tank of lobsters, which they're, going to eat. Presumably, they will. All these lobsters are slated for death.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's the implication of this episode is the impending death of every lobster on screen.
I mean,
and I'm fine with that.
Like, never.
No, they don't eat them on camera.
They never call that out.
There's at least one character that calls that out.
Well, yes, but in the sense of there's at least one character who is actively pursuing lobsters to consume.
That is in fact Brian Holefield.
Oh,
that was
that character model is modeled after him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because the voice
he's
is
clearly Steve Bloom.
Well, yes, he's just Steve Bloom. Although he later voices another character on the show who is not designed after him, so it's weird. It's kind of like...
It's just, as an aside, it's Steve Bloom doing an extremely Starscream voice, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, it's kind of an off-brand Starscream, but yeah.
Having, just as I may have mentioned, wrapped up a watch-through of Star Wars Rebels, which has just massive amounts of Steve Bloom doing his Spike Spiegel / Roger Smith voice. It's exciting to see him doing just a random incidental character not with that voice, with one of his other voices. So, anyway, but that guy has not shown up yet. First we have Mortal Peril before the credits even roll.
Yes, because Doc Green is filling a giant lobster balloon with helium, but becomes entangled in it and is hauled off to his doom in the air.
Yes, they have like Macy's parade scale lobster balloons here. He of course a terrible accident befalls him as frequently occurs.
So they deploy the rescue bots. He ends up clinging for dear life to the to City Hall, which looks exactly like the City Hall from Back to the Future.
Was it City Hall? I thought he ended up like on a roof of a house. He passes by City Hall, though.
Yes, he passes by City Hall.
Yes, the City Hall that looks just like the one from Back to the Future.
Mm-hmm.
And Gremlins and a dozen other things.
Yes, it's the same back lot.
Yes. Also, this is the cold open here, and I have to say now that we are to the opening, that the opening is really growing on me.
It is not. I mean, I have to edit the episode, so I hear a bit of it every week. But this is the first time I think I may have indulged in the Netflix skip intro button.
Oh.
No.
A2, David.
Yes, sorry. Well, at least it wasn't automatically doing it. But I took the opportunity to use that skip button because I'm going to hear it again.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not like the sin that is doing it on, say, like the Daredevil series.
That's a good intro.
Which was just like, you do not skip that intro.
Well, that just looks pretty.
Yes, but I personally find that the intro is growing on me, so I guess we are at odds here.
Yes.
We'll just have to agree to disagree like we do about many things, such as anime. All anime.
Anyway, he is rescued largely thanks to Heatwave and Cade, and of course Cade gives Heatwave none of the credit afterwards.
And Heatwave is, being cranky about that.
He is mad, red, and nude about it.
Yes. He does like a harumph that Cade ends up having to cover, and as anyone who has worked especially in retail and done something that they really probably shouldn't have, and now you get that, now the manager's gonna talk to me, and it's gonna be stupid, and I'm gonna hate it. Now Heatwave is gonna get that.
So, of course, this is a problem, and thus Cody must give everybody else remedial robot lessons.
Yes. But especially Heatwave, who is not here.
But everybody else who is doing it is playing along reasonably well, even though Boulder is distracted by a pretty bird.
I mean, I can't blame him.
He's easily excited. He's happy.
He just likes pretty things that are not on Cybertron.
He just likes looking at stuff. He likes all this nature.
And they also learn how to play Simon Says. Which and Chase Chase wins it, and is quick to point out that Simon did not authorize that last movement.
Yes. Chase is so good. He's very more than meets the eye Ultra Magnus.
Yes.
Very good.
So Heatwave finally drops in fashionably late, and Cody tries to remind him of that poster in the chief's office, which Blades immediately thinks to the "Hang in there, baby" kitten poster.
He says, "Oh, the one with the kitten hanging from the branch." And I was actually hoping that the lesson was going to be that poster, as in Heatwave, you need to just deal with it. But no, it was actually a different poster.
And hopefully it is not the version that I had in university, which was that poster, but with "Oh shoot" as the caption. This is, after all, a Rescue Bots family-friendly podcast.
Yes, and I'm sure the Chief has a very friendly poster. I appreciate that he's got the hang in there cat poster on his wall, and also one that says, "There is no I in team."
Although, as Heatwave later points out, there is in fact a me in team.
No, Cade pointed that out. The other jerk. I think it's entirely in character that Cade would be absolutely the guy who points out that there is a me in team. Probably because he's had to live with the Chief for, some significant portion of his life.
In fact, his entire life. Presumably.
Yes, presumably.
Where we still don't know what's going on.
I mean, again.
We don't know what's going on with that mom.
Yes.
Or lack thereof. This still might be a Bionic 6 situation.
There still may be some adoption going on. I have trouble believing that Chief Burns would actually agree to name a child Cade with a K.
It turns out that it fit, however. He is absolutely a Cade.
Yes. Yes, he is. So.
Anyway, Heatwave doesn't want a bunch of sticky-fingered kids crawling all over him.
Yep, they're like, well, if you're not gonna behave, Heatwave, you can just not go to the parade. And he's like, oh gosh, darn.
So he just fakes an injury.
Heatwave became my spirit robot. It's not dealing with children. So nice. Oh, if I'm not feeling good, I don't have to go. Oh no, my engine won't start. Cough, cough.
Yes, so yes, he fakes his engine not starting.
Yes.
So he can stay home from the parade, and Kate is like, fine, I didn't want to go to the parade either. Well, no, he does go to the parade, but just without Heatwave.
So they go without him, and they find that Doc Green, clearly disturbed by the problem of helium just floating up indefinitely, has invented a new substance overnight called floatium.
What? That's
the entire. I feel like this entire episode is like one big lesson in the scientific process and why you need to actually test things and
don't just immediately release things like the night after you create them into the wild. And all he did was dilute helium. What the hell?
Well, I don't think it's diluted helium. It's
magic stuff that things float, but they don't keep they disobey the laws of thermodynamics.
Pretty much, yes.
Well, no, it's basically just they maintain an equilibrium, so they just sort of stay neutral.
Yes, except when exposed to biological organisms, which we will soon get to.
He didn't test that on biological organisms for some reason, even though there are lots of biological organisms all over the place.
I know, it's crazy. I mean, why else did he have a daughter?
This is why we have federal regulations.
They don't apply on Griffin Rock, baby.
Apparently.
Yeah, they may not apply on the island.
Griffin Rock, America's testing chamber.
I mean, I do kind of wonder if, this is why Chief Burns probably knows Agent Fowler.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's time for the parade. This is where we meet Griffin Rock's mayor for the first time. This is Mayor Lusky, played by Jeff Bennett, doing kind of a southern accent.
Yeah.
Some kind of accent?
Shockingly, nobody on the show really has like a strong Maine accent.
Yeah, that is kind of surprising. You'd think there'd be more of that.
I think I hear like one of the background characters at one point like has a Maine accent, but it's like only in like one scene.
I mean, one recurring character should just be Fred Gwynn from Pet Sematary.
Yeah.
Now you shouldn't be burying your robots out in the robot cemetery there. They come back reprogrammed. Sometimes off is better.
Yes, this is exactly how things should be.
And then a robot child cuts his Achilles tendon.
Oh.
Also, it kind of makes me want to go play the Far Harbor part of Fallout 4, which is extremely Maine. Except, Fallout.
I guess it's hard to do even alluding to horror on a show for kids like this, but I don't think that there is an episode where they meet like a fake Stephen King, and it's shocking to me.
It really should. I mean, you said it in Maine with the lobsters. You gotta.
Oh, hey, it's
at least make allusions to some New England horror.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a famous novelist, David Prince.
Yeah.
Wrote that book about a rabid cat. Anyway, so the mayor and his terrible hairpiece are out there. Everybody else is marching in the parade, and local media gadfly Huxley Prescott, about whom more in the next episode, is reporting on it and making sure that everybody knows that the parade's going great, and we don't even miss that fourth rescue bot. He kind of sucks, doesn't he?
It's not quite that bad, but he is like, aren't there supposed to be 4 of them? Oh well, the crowd doesn't seem to miss him. And then we go to Heatwave back at the base. taking deep offense to this.
He's all Arthur Fist.gif.
No. Bulkhead Fist.gif.
Yeah.
Stay on brand.
Yeah, he's just watching TV and getting mad. And meanwhile, back at the fair, Brian Holefield, a.k.a. Mr. Bunty, who is, Steve Bloom kind of doing a Starscream voice.
It's pretty great. It's not quite, it's like a 80% Starscream voice. It's definitely, I had my eyes off the screen scribbling some notes, and it was like, that's Starscream.
Yeah, it's mostly Starscream with a touch of Otho from Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's hungry for lobster.
He's even got a lobster bib.
Yeah, and he accidentally knocks a canister of floatium into the tank.
Oops.
And soon the lobsters become flobsters.
This is why
Lobsters
we have
on parade.
regulatory agencies.
And of course it is Cody who immediately dubs them flobsters. They're flying lobsters. It's obvious.
Yeah, and then he goes and trademarks it, I guess. I don't know. He does later correct people. Like, they have a name, Dad. I mean, that's not literally what he says, but kind of is.
And we are definitely going to ignore that these lobsters probably should not be this red. And
Oh yes, I forgot about that. That was my complaint watching the preview last week.
And
they didn't
also-
mention, lobsters can possibly be reddish in nature, but that's extremely rare. They're mostly like green and blue.
Yes.
well, maybe it's just all the weird science stuff going on in Griffin Rock. That water glows at night.
Yeah, it's... I'm pretty sure that this place is just like a regulatory no-go zone. It's like they're trying to see what happens if you just don't.
And presumably that is also why they can breathe out of the water for extended periods of time.
Yes.
Yeah, they're in the air a lot. I mean, I'll forgive the breathing in the air more than I will like the coloration. That's because
And also, of course, they're
reddish pink. It's annoying.
And of course, their claws can also snip through like power lines, which I don't think is true of actual lobsters either.
Do they actually snip through power lines?
There is a scene where it snips through power lines. Yes.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I guess I missed that spot. Yeah, lobster, they pinch. They do not cut. They're not entirely designed for serrating. They're more like molars than incisors.
Yeah. So, like somebody better call I don't know, Jordan Peterson or something. Isn't he? Doesn't he have like some sort of lobster thing?
Some weird obsession with lobsters, which is stupid because people aren't even vaguely related to lobsters.
What are you saying, that when you're prepared to mate, you don't hose down your mate with urine shot from your eyeballs?
No, and if that was done to me, that would not be what happened next.
Well, that is why
next would be a call to the police.
That is why I'm not getting a lot of second dates.
Yeah, that could be doing it.
Also, maybe I should talk to a doctor about the shooting pee out of my eyeballs.
It's not where it's supposed to come from.
Yeah. And that also explains why people were able to immobilize me for hours by putting rubber bands on my hands.
Were you bitten by a radioactive lobster? Or nipped by a radioactive lobster?
That would explain a lot. Also, why I'm delicious when immersed in clarified butter.
I
no,
would
no,
say
no.
that
You don't
anything
need the
is
butter.
delicious when immersed in clarified butter.
How about those Cheddar Bay biscuits?
Oh,
Okay, you want the
man.
Cheddar Bay biscuits on the side, but really, you don't need the butter, or not much of it.
Also,
Like, if you need to drown it in butter and lemon, it's not a good shellfish.
is Griffin Rock close to Cheddar Bay?
Let's say yes.
Probably.
I've never quite understood that. Are they Bay biscuits that are cheddar flavored, or are they biscuits from Cheddar Bay?
I don't know. I don't go to Red
never
Lobster.
thought about that, but now I like the idea of the second one, a place called Cheddar Bay. I want to go there
I do
now.
kind of really want Long John Silver's now, which is bad because they're not close.
I haven't had seafood in a while.
Anyway,
The best Long John Silver's around here is in a building that should probably be condemned. And that's a good hour and a half away.
Anyway, Doc Green is very impressed that his floatium made these Flobsters. He says it's an even better invention than his spray-on pants.
Also, once the lobsters start floating away, I believe it's Chief Burns says, at least it's not livestock again.
I mean,
I missed that.
Doc Green is a man who has made animals levitate before.
Yes, this is not entirely new for him, just the specifics, just the details. But yes, also the spray on pants.
I don't want to think about that one too much.
No.
However, it is an inherently funny phrase.
It is.
Yeah.
It feels like a Dave Barry joke.
Kinda. Yeah.
I mean, if there's one thing we like making fun of in the in the 90s, it was spray on whatever, be it cheese or hair.
Yes.
And then, of course, the word pants is inherently funny, much like David Letterman's production company, Worldwide Pants Incorporated.
Yes.
Or that episode of Frisky Dingo in which somebody is crushed by a giant pair of pants atop Hagar Stadium.
Or back in the old days, the early days of World of Warcraft, when there was a particular boss fight that was known for dropping the pants that people needed for their particular class set. So people would get very excited about Baron Rivendare dropping their pants. I mean, he was kind of attractive for an undead guy.
Sure, I'm. We need to rewatch that Dinosaur Neil episode at some point for the liar pants on fire scene.
So anyway, it's going to take 2 days for this floatium to wear off, and meanwhile, the town is being besieged by ill-tempered Flobsters.
Yeah, there's just lob claws and nautilitors and sea clamps and gimlets and clawfuls and short rounds all over the place.
Oh no!
Are there any other lobster transformers?
Did you mention? Did you mention Bisque?
Oh, I forgot about the new ones. Yeah, there's Bisque
and Thermidor.
Yes,
yes,
the recolor. I think I only ever got a toy of one of them.
I got the blue one, Thermidor, who is a Jim Cummings voiced pirate.
Oh yeah, I don't think I got that one.
I know he was also Clampdown, so I guess he was
Yes.
2 crustaceans in that
Yes,
series.
well, and as Cody says, it is a crustacean invasion or a crustacean infestation.
yes.
Yes.
And also because this is Griffin Rock, at one point in the background, which nobody comments on, the Flobsters are just fighting a robot dog.
Yeah, well, of course there's a robot dog here, you know.
I mean, there are later episodes that are entirely about robot dogs, but this is just a robot dog.
Oh,
Yes.
oh no, we have to fight the Mecha Paw Patrol.
Oh god, no.
Oh, and the puns just start flying, and all I'm thinking about is levitating lunches. Making me
the
hungry.
puns start coming and they don't stop coming.
Now the question
They don't
is,
stop
if
coming,
you
they don't
eat a
stop
Flobster,
coming.
do you then gain the ability to fly, or
Yes.
do you just get flying poop?
Well, I'm guessing
Again!
it kind of works like mercury in your food or any other contaminant. It builds up in larger animals. that eat the smaller ones.
This needed to have been tested at some point. I realized that it was not intended for use on lobsters. So
Any animal consumption, but
they might not have thought of that, but then maybe you put a label on it that says not for biological consumption, and then you don't knock it into the tub. Just saying. Just saying, we have regulations for reasons.
So Danny and Blades, they go into action scooping up aerial Flobsters in a giant lobster trap.
Yes, they just stick it on Blades.
But meanwhile, they are causing chaos all over town. They at one point, a Flobster cuts a power line, and unfortunately, G.I. Joe's roadblock is nowhere to be found. Body massage!
Just body massage machine. Go! Body massage.
I need to rewatch those. Apparently, I've forgotten about that.
Everyone
now you
needs
know.
to watch this.
Yes, and knowing is half the metaphor.
G.I. Joe.
And for a bit, this episode becomes the birds.
Yes, they're
Yes.
straight up to Frankie being caught in a telephone booth, except it's like a future telephone booth with an antenna on it, because nobody has telephone booths anymore.
No,
Are we sure it's a regular telephone booth and not just something Bill and Ted left behind?
It's possible. I mean,
I
it
am
has
excited for that sequel.
It has a phone with a video screen on it, and also like a funky antenna on the top. But I do appreciate that they had to come up with some way to work a phone booth into this setting just so they could make a reference to the birds.
Gee, when was the last time any of you saw a phone booth? Like a glassed-in phone booth? I cannot remember.
Man.
I mean, it's hard enough to remember the last time I saw a payphone anywhere.
Yeah.
The last time I remember was in college. It's like 2 fucking decades ago. Or
They do still have payphones in Shenandoah National Park at like the little camp stores because
campgrounds. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've probably seen one more recently than that. But yeah, they just seeing it on a street. Yeah, I guess making it a video phone does excuse it. It's like, oh, look at this fancy Science Island still has. Oh my god, that's going to confuse children. What is this glass box?
I will note.
They have a cell phone in that glass box. Why is it kept there?
The payphones in the park have like explicit instructions on how to use them that assume that you don't actually know what this is. So.
And I watched this on Netflix with the subtitles on, and I like that a lot of the of this episode. About a third of this episode is just subtitled with lobster screeches.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I watched screeches. The Witch with subtitles on, and there was a lot of ominous music increases.
Well, don't you kind of have to watch subtitles with that movie? Because, like, the accents are ridiculously thick.
Yes.
Like the father.
Square brackets, sinister goat noises.
I really enjoyed it, but the subtitles got a little silly. So, I think it might have actually been ominous music intensifies.
Anyway, it turns out she's being trapped in this phone booth because there's a starfish on her jacket, and lobsters eat starfish.
Oh, I guess that's true.
There you go.
I'm going to say yes.
Although, I'm not sure lobster eyesight is good enough to distinguish a decal on the back of a shirt.
I mean, it's a big decal.
Yes, but lobsters have itty-bitty tiny eyes.
Well, these aren't lobsters, David. These are flobsters.
Yeah, it's very different.
Anyway, and meanwhile, Cade has been enlisted to be nice and get Heatwave on the job here.
Yes, it takes a couple tries, because there are a couple times when he is about to say something very unkind, and Cody has to be like, be nice.
Oh, and there's also a great Huxley Prescott line here. That our town is under attack. Hide your children. Guard your property. And boil some water.
Yes.
Oh, and I totally forgot to mention that included in the Parade of Technology is a hologram of Chester A. Arthur.
Aha! I didn't notice that.
And believe it or not, he becomes a recurring character.
Just the hologram of him?
Yes.
That seems really random, and I appreciate that.
Please state the nature of the Chester A. Arthur emergency.
Please state the nature of your presidential emergency.
Anyway, so finally, Doc Green has come up with an anti-floatium compound, which again, no time to test this thing. This might just give everybody, brain cancer. But we gotta stop these flobsters.
Says it will harmlessly counter the floatium, and I'm like, how do you know this?
It's not. I'm a scientist. Trust me.
Okay, then.
Try not to remember all the times that my experiments went horrifyingly wrong.
Yes.
Today.
Such is the thing that we're in the middle of.
And don't even ask why Frankie doesn't have a mom.
Ooh.
You don't have to take my word for it.
Take
Let's
a look. She's in a book.
I'm
of obituaries.
I'm placing money on Frankie's a clone.
Ooh.
Like
It's like the Venture Brothers, and she's like the 15th Frankie.
Yeah.
Last one got too close to a giant baking soda and vinegar volcano.
Yes.
Or Robot Daughter. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Small wonder, you say?
Oh god!
Well, I was
no.
thinking, sorry, but sure.
Oh god, I rewatched Small Wonder because it was on one of those random broadcast channels, and it really does not hold up.
I mean, it wasn't good even then. It must be even worse now.
Well, I thought it was fine because I was 8 and liked robots.
Anyway, so they have to, but there's only one canister of this stuff, so they really need to lure these lobsters in. And so they've decided to frighten them with their giant, terrible king.
Also, they're like, basically they agree that lobsters are fearless, and then Cody is like, everything is afraid of something. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jonathan Crane Jr.
Odd and deep and frightening for a children's program, but lobsters are afraid of bigger lobsters?
I mean,
okay.
Yes.
I definitely read that in that Jordan Peterson book.
Yeah, that sounds A, correct, and B, like something Jordan Peterson would point out.
That's why I'm terrified of those wacky waving inflatable tube guys.
Although I guess it kind of makes sense since a lobster giant kaiju-sized would be a nigh immortal 1,000-year-old lobster, because they don't die.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
This is basically your
die.
vengeful god coming at you, so... It's a little scary.
I think John Rhys Davies played this guy in Aquaman.
Oh, yeah, I still haven't seen that. But
Not
yeah,
a great movie, but it's enjoyable, and also John Rhys Davies plays a giant crab man.
I still need to see that movie.
Yeah, but John Rhys Davies is not so great anymore.
Yeah, speaking of Jordan Peterson.
Aw, that's sad. Gimli,
Yes.
say it ain't so.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Gimli is-
he's worried about all these Muslims coming into Britain, Indy.
Oh, yeah, no. He was replaced with evil Arturo, and things just were never the same.
Womp womp.
It's your friend Salah. It's your friend Indy Salah, one of the good ones. I think Brian Blessed's still cool though.
Okay,
Yeah, Brian
good.
Blessed's still fine. He's
What about Orlando Bloom?
Isn't he married to Katy Perry or something now? So I'm sure he's doing fine.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
And he's on that show where there's like a city of like fantasy people.
Oh, yeah, which is said to not be that great, but
Okay, I know it's him and that Cara Delevingne from Suicide Squad.
Oh.
yes, I recall all of that now. They need to just give him some more Hobbit movies to be in. Let him be in.
We don't need more Hobbit. Although, admittedly, never get a Hobbit TV show or some shit.
I don't know. Is his character in the Silmarillion? I'm sure that's coming soon enough.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, the Silmarillion is basically just like a history book, but just in the setting. So, like, everyone is in it at some point. Though
there
I
you
don't
go.
know if he is specifically because it's history. So it might. I need to read that.
Boom! We'll make it into 9 movies.
Let's not.
No, there are many other fantasy series we could do instead that deserve a budget and have more dragons that actually have 4 legs, like proper dragons.
Anyway, speaking of things with 10 legs, this cockamamie lobster scheme works. The Flobsters are reduced to mere lobsters and then devoured.
that one lands on a plate, and he's going to be eaten by Starscream.
So this joins Double Dinobot in the Transformers episodes in which the threat is solved and then devoured.
Yes.
Yeah, well, the lobsters were always going to be devoured in this episode.
Yes. They merely put off their inevitable devouring. However, I can tell you that far in the future of this show, we see that one Flobster survived.
Oh, goody!
And in fact, this Steve Bloom guy has a pet Flobster named Crustacea.
But
it's supposed to wear off after 2 days for one.
I was gonna say he said it should wear off after 2 days, but on the other hand, he didn't test any of this.
Yes.
There is a deleted scene in this later episode in which he talks about how Doc Green gives his pet a regular infusion of floatium.
Oh, okay.
The lobster is also wearing a little sweater.
Oh. Okay, that's kind of cute.
I enjoy all of this.
And that is everybody's sort of having a good time. Heatwave is having some extremely gross children crawl all over him. The Burns family has been turned off their lobster, and Blades finally gets, they're Flobsters because they're lobsters that fly. That's hilarious.
Aw, he's such a good boy. He didn't get it. And then there are horrible side effects from human consumption of the floatium antidote. The end.
I'd still be more worried about the floating poop.
Yeah. Well, see, they were all treated with the stuff to negate the floatium.
Okay.
And that's what's going to give you brain cancer.
Yeah.
So that is Flobsters on Parade. This was just silly enough that I enjoyed it.
I remember at the time this being considered even like a really good episode, like even when it came out. And I agree, I really enjoyed this. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, the concept is utterly ridiculous, so it's fun. It makes it easier to overlook why, because it's just flying lobsters.
There's not as much human peril here going on.
There's a lot of good just little bits to it, like this thing about the spray on pants and about how at least it's not livestock this time.
Yeah, it's like the idea of like a giant bug monster movie from the 1950s. Only it's just flying lobsters and a bird's parody, and it's cute.
Yes.
I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot.
This show at its best is very cute, and this episode is very cute.
Yes. Yeah. It just needed more blades. More of blades being a precious mineral. That would be the only thing that could improve it.
Alright, so that is it for this episode. Please. Nope.
No. I have my little diatribe about watching Power Ranger Super Sentai again. Doing this every week.
I thought maybe
because these are short episodes.
I thought maybe you were going to go on a diatribe about lobsters being red.
Well, that could have been the entire episode. It annoys me. At least if they were going to make them red, they should have had some other colored lobsters, like show diversity. Like, have these people never been to Red Lobster?
Yeah, it's Red Lobster. The lobsters are red.
Yeah.
Not in the tank out front where you get to pick out, I'm going to devour you in half an hour.
Anyway, as you were saying about the Power Rangers.
QQ Sentai Go-Go 5, this week's episode, Flower Petals of Abnormal Weather. Kind of a basic episode. The baby of the evil monster family makes the monster this week, and it creates a giant burning ring of fire around the part of the city, which alternately increases the temperature, decreases the temperature, and is threatening to destroy the flower of an old man who's getting out of a hospital that the girl on the team was she was of course a nurse, so she was tending to the old guy before he got out. And it's an issue about fatherhood and how their father, who was missing for 10 years, creating these giant super science robots to beat the alien monsters, like, he's not that bad after all. Although he abandoned us for 10 years and didn't say shit. So it's weird mixed messages and a lot about, the girl of the family has to be the peacemaker among them. Because the boys are a little cranky. But the end of the episode involves the father learning how to make takoyaki octopus balls, which doubly made me hungry. It's like lobster and octopus balls. I need seafood now.
You felt like that French chef from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
R.I.P. René Aubergenois.
Aww.
Didn't make it into the Oscars death montage.
Aww.
Every year, like, they seem to be cutting more and more out of that death montage.
I'm just glad they got
I guess
Peter
more and
Mayhew
more
in there,
people
though.
are dying.
Yeah. They got Peter who?
Mayhew, Chewbacca.
Oh, yeah, wow.
So that I appreciated that.
Good. I had the Oscars on in the background while I was playing World of Warcraft, so I got to hear, like, the important stuff. Also, Janelle Monáe, her whole thing was really good.
That was pretty great. Not so great, the random Eminem performance that made no sense.
Yeah, that
I'm glad I did not watch.
Pretty sure I went to get a snack for that. I was like,
Was the snack Mom Spaghetti?
No.
Oh.
No.
The greatest thing he's ever contributed. That meme.
Anyway.
So that does it for this week. We'll be back next week with the alien invasion of Griffin Rock. Which is surprising, because we already know there are like 4 aliens who live there all the time.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
But of course, until then, you can find us all over the internet. We are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up on patreon.com/iaconunderground to help with hosting expenses and other costs. This month, we are back to Kimono Friends.
Yes.
Yes, so it's an exciting episode where we get to meet Grey Wolf, who's a writer, and she's working on her first draft. It's very relatable.
And I just get to make a bunch of Twin Peaks references.
I mean, that's entirely fair.
They're appropriate.
Yes.
So until next time, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
I'm Flobsters. I'm just David.
David.
My name doesn't
Flavid.
Oh no.
Yeah, boy.
I don't have a big claw.
Get one.